Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine. I hope that you are too. Hola, 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 y como estás? Estoy bien, espero y tú también. Good job. That's the best I've heard you singing in a while.
That's because we're being taped.
Okay. Okay.
Duct tape.
This is our book for this week. I forgot we're doing a week. Okay, we're going to read this book, but I've got a special treat. I have some story strips, and these are going to help us recreate a picture from the story. But you guys have to promise me to take very good care of them because they're very special, and we're going to put them on. And since there's only this many, you each get 2. So take care of them, and when we're done with the story, we're going to put them together, and we're going to make a special picture from the story. So can we work as a team?
I got 9. Hey, Miss Angela.
Okay, put them on the floor in front of you. Okay, good job. Okay, look at the front of the book. What do you think this book's going to be about?
Bunnies.
Bunnies?
Bunnies and hares. Because, look, down here.
Bunnies and hares. Bunnies and hares are not the same. Bunnies are smaller and have smaller features, and hares are a little bit bigger and have bigger features. So we'll talk about that at the end of the story. Does anybody know the title?
Big and small. Hares are bigger and bunnies are shorter.
Yes, that's a good guess. Good job. The name of the title tells what the story is going to be about. This is Guess How Much I Love You. And then down here, there's some names. That's the author. What job does the author do?
He writes the words.
He writes the words. What about the illustrator? What does the illustrator do?
He's the one who draws the picture.
The author gives him the words and he says, okay, this picture's going to go with these words. Okay, Aiden, we're going to get started. So listen so that we know how to put the story back together. Okay? And since the words are small, I will read them and then show you. Little Nut Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. He held on tight because he wanted to make sure that he heard him. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. He said, guess how much I love you. Oh, I don't think I can guess that, said Big Nut Brown Hare. It's kind of hard because unless you're in somebody's head to know just how much. So what do you think Little Nut Brown Hare is going to do?
He's going to tell him how much that he loves
Maybe
him.
show him the different ways?
Yeah, like go run fast.
You're doing really good guessing today. Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. You know, that is a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. This much, said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Stretch yours out as wide as they could go. That's pretty wide.
Like this.
Okay, put those down so we don't lose them. I love you as high as I can reach, said Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that. But little does he know someday he would when he grew up. Yes, Case.
Is that what the hares are when they're bunnies? They're shorter, but when they get to be a daddy, they'll
Well, no, because they're different animals. So we'll talk about that at the end, though.
Okay.
The Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He thought, He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. I love you all the way up to my toes. And I love you all the way up to your toes, said Big Nut Brown Hare, swinging him up high over his head. Whoa, that would be fun. Somebody to swing you up high.
My aunt used to do that on Lisa's beach.
If I close my eyes and I hit the pinata.
Okay, but we'll talk about that later. I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown Hare, bouncing up and down, and he was bouncing all over the place, which probably meant he loved Big Nut Brown Hare that much.
That much?
But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hare, and he hopped so high that guess what?
He hit the tree.
His ears hit the branches of the tree. Do you think he got kind of a headache maybe from hitting the tree?
No, I think he's okay because it's just his ears.
Yeah, so maybe his ears aren't as bad as if he hit his head.
Yeah, because ears are wobbly.
That's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that. Have you noticed that Little Nut Brown Hare wants to do a lot that Big Nut Brown Hare does? But someday, just like you guys see the teachers do things, you'll be able to do those things when you get bigger too.
Like throw kids around really high.
Well, I don't throw kids around really high.
Well,
But maybe swinging you guys, like outside on the playground, we might pick you up and swing you.
like we're flying. Only we're.
I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you across the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hare. So that's pretty far to go over the hills and across the river. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown
Oh,
Hare.
it's gonna rain.
And he was starting to get sleepy. He was almost too sleepy to think anymore. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes and into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. And you said that it looked like stormy? What made you think it was stormy?
The black
The
cloud
darker clouds. But what else do you guys see?
on the moon.
The moon. So you know what Big Nut Brown Hare said?
Good night.
I love you right up to the moon, he said, and closed his eyes. Oh, that's fair, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very, very far. Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. He leaned over, kissed him goodnight, and tucked him in. Good morning, Grayson. Come on in and sit down.
Am I
You
saying
can come sit right over here by Case. Just a minute.
Put it in my
Then he laid down close and whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon and back. Okay, now that we're done with the story, what did we figure the story was about?
love.
Love.
I have big brown hair.
Them showing. Okay, we're going to do those right now. Does anybody want to maybe share one of their story strips with Grayson, who just got here?
I'm gonna share mine.
Okay, you don't have to. Just you can share one. Okay, we're going to put them in order. I'm going to give you the first number, and then you guys are going to come put them in order. Okay, who has number 1? Okay, come put it up on the board.
Because I gave them number 1.
Okay, what comes after number 1?
2.
I got 7 too.
Okay, just number 2. We're working together as a team. Uh-oh, there should be Velcro on each end. Okay, what comes next? I'm not going to tell you. Good job. Put it up there.
It's like his hand.
Okay, what comes next?
4.
Okay, who has number 4?
I do.
Okay, up there.
And I got number 5.
I got number 9. I got number 7.
And I got number 8.
And I got number
Okay, well,
6.
what comes
I
next?
have number
5.
6. That comes after 9.
Okay, what comes next?
8. 6. 7.
Who has number 6?
Me.
Okay, right here.
7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
Okay, what comes next?
7.
Who has 7? You have 7? Okay.
How are we going to do it without help?
I'm not telling you what numbers are. What number comes next?
8.
Okay.
You. No.
Number 8?
I can't do it very good.
Oh, that's all right. That's where I come in.
9.
Okay, 9.
I had an 8, and there was an 8 here. I was sitting on an 8.
Oh, that's kind of looks like 8. That's letter what?
B.
Good job.
Well,
Okay, guys, step back. And who has the last piece of our puzzle? Okay, bring it up.
9. 10. 10. I can't guess very good.
Okay, does that look like a scene from our story?
Yeah, but
Where he's stretching his arms out and telling you, I love you this
I
much?
understand.
Okay, right now, everybody stand up. Stretch your arm out. And give yourselves a big hug and say, I love you this much.
I love you this much.
Okay,